Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. So now we're going to try to solve some more tactics, and I will try my best not to fail at any puzzles. Although I want to try to do them as best as I possibly can. Just to try to solve for accuracy, I've said in an earlier video that I also want to try to solve them as quickly and accurate as possible to keep these videos pretty short, but I found that I want to learn the most and get the most out of this experience. So I'm going to try to think ahead uh, and think out loud so that you guys might learn something as well. If you're lower rated than me, at least, then probably you'll get something out of these tactical videos. Um, I'm not doing the shot tactical problems right now. I did that 1.5 weeks ago. I sat down on Saturday night and drank some beer, and I found out that, yeah, why not just try to solve puzzles, and if I fail one, I should take a vodka shot for each time I fail. But those puzzles became increasingly harder and harder as I had to do another shot and another shot. So I found out that I won't do that anymore, at least not for a while. Not with tactical solving. Um, if I want to play a game, I can do that on a Saturday night, but I won't do it for the tactical solving because it is a learning experience, and it doesn't really it doesn't really do much for the learning experience drinking until you get drunk. So last time we stopped at 1916. I've had some tactical solving videos after I did the shotting, but I've um, had a little think, and I found out that I won't do it unless you guys force me to do it. So I'm drinking my coffee, and I have passed 234 puzzles and I've failed at 19. I would say that's generally a win for me over the puzzles as a group, at least, but we'll continue. Some of them are really easy and some of them are quite hard, and some just seems like stupid positions that you would never ever have in your own games. But let's just try to solve these. So white plays king to d2. Our queen is under attack, so I have to be careful about that. But is there something I can do here? And there should be, because this is a tactical solving puzzle. So what if I, let's say, capture on c2? That's the first thing I can look at. So rook captures c2, king captures c2, and what about b3 check? After that, if the king moves back to d2, I have queen a5 check, in which he has to play his knight to b4, and then queen captures b4, and that's mate. Well, he has king to d3 though. But that doesn't look good for him. But after king d3, what does he have then? What do I have? I have queen d5 check, bishop to d4, queen captures d4 is checkmate. Okay. So that looks alright, but what about rook captures c2, king captures c2, b3 check, and king captures b3? Well, then I still have queen to a4, and that is to a checkmate. So let's just take there. Really? It looked promising. Okay, so let's try it again. It seems so good though. Rook captures here, king captures, b3 check. If the king moves back, rook here to a5, queen to a5, I mean, sorry. And if the king captures, then there's queen to a4 mate. I don't see why this is not winning. Although bishop c3 might be better actually. That is just a forced mate in 2. Okay, I see that now. Rook captures c3 should also win. I want to double check that with the computer. That just seems like a winning move. Rook captures c2. Is that a draw? On b3, yeah. King d2. Oh yeah, because after this, I don't... That is the reason. Because he can go down here then. After I move my queen. That's the problem. That's the issue with that. Alright. So you guys are right. I'm wrong. I suppose you got it right. Okay, next one. I lost some rating points there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get to 2000 in this video, by the way. So king captures f7. I can capture on e5 with my f pawn. That's my first instinct. I can also play queen h7. Queen h7, king e6, or king f6. With king f8, I think pawn captures e5 is mating in a couple of moves. Or at least winning the bishop back. So queen h7, king e6, but then d5, and the king still has to move, and then there's only one move, king f6, and then f captures e5. But I could start with f captures e5, though. But then after king to g7, it doesn't seem like there's much. So queen h7 check. King here, pawn to d5, king f6. What about king f6 straight away? Then f captures e5 still wins. Then king here. Then maybe not. Maybe I'll just go rook to f6 mate then. So queen h7. Probably best is king e6. And then d5, king to f6. Pawn captures e5, king captures e5. And queen to g. Oh, yeah, okay, I can capture there then. Maybe I don't have a mate. Maybe I should just take the rook. Let's start with this. And problem solved. Okay. So it didn't want me to go ahead and try to solve this. Alright, but let's say after this that the king moves here. King f8, really? Is that the only move that actually holds it? So after king e6, which I thought was the best, d5, I presume. Oh, f5 is made in 3. Okay, so g captures f5, and then e captures f5, queen captures f5, really? Okay, and now here, and now here. Wow, that's nice. I didn't see that, but all right. Next we have here, in which we will play f captures e5, king here, and then here. That is, that is not a mate. The queen can capture. So check. Here, now What exactly? Queen takes g6 check. King d7, what then? Yeah, then rook to f7 maybe? No, if queen d7 then king d7 then rook captures d6 is mate. Yeah. Queen captures f6. Yeah, alright. So queen h7, but I didn't see the whole follow-up there. Next one. Queen captures c7. Okay. So if I could get rid of that bishop, which is pinned to my king by the rook on h6, then I would mate him. So now is the question, can I play something like rook to c8? And I've said that before, that if I try to make arrows on this tactical solvers thing on chess.com, then you actually move the piece. You don't drag any arrows. And that is really weird. And I hope they do something about that, because it would be really nice just to show what is going on here. But okay. So if I play rook c8, rook captures d6, queen captures d6, maybe not. Okay, so rook c8, rook captures d6, rook captures d6, queen, no, okay, so if rook captures d6, queen captures d6, queen captures d6, king captures d6, rook captures c8, rook captures c8, and then the bishop, white's bishop, is playing against black, who has a pawn more, but he might make a fortress. It might be hard to actually go through with that, but rook c8 is my main move here. What other options do I have? I could play king f5. Seems a bit weird, especially since that doesn't threaten mate or anything else at the time. I mean, I threaten the queen on c7, but that's pretty much it. After king f5, he can play queen c2 check, and that's that. Yeah. Let's go with rook c8. Yeah. So I think I'm winning this position, but it might be a little hard to actually do it. G captures h5. So I don't have a mate on f7. If you look closely, you see a pattern where I take on h7 check with bishop, king moves to h8, only move, and then bishop to g6 check, and then king g8, queen h7 check, king f8, and in many times, well, in most cases in these positions, you can capture an f7 at the end of that line, but the queen is guarding f7, so that's not possible. So I'm wondering if I can play something like bishop captures h7, king h8, bishop to somewhere else, or bishop g6, king h8, queen h7, king g8, king f8, queen h8 check, king e7, rook e1 check, king d7 or d8, or knight to e6. Or I can just take on f7 after the king moves. Well, I can't, can I? Okay, so bishop captures h7, king h8, bishop g6 check, king g8, queen h7 check, king f8, and now what if I take first king f8 and then bishop to h6 check, king e7. Wait, I can do that with a bishop too. Bishop captures a7, king h8, bishop g6, king g8, queen to h7 check, king f8, bishop h6 check, king e7. Then I can capture on f7 with... It's not mate though. King d8. Then I have rook a d1, maybe. Okay, let's go for that. I don't see anything else. Yeah, I can take the rook, of course. Oh my god. I didn't see that I can actually take the rook on d8, on e8. That is stupid. That should actually be illegal not to see. Especially since I look at myself as a really good tactician. That is just stupid. Okay, rook to e7. Interesting. So if I play queen g8 check, rook captures g8, rook captures g8, king c7, rook captures b7, check, king d6. I think king d6 is the only move there, yeah. And then rook d8 is checkmate, isn't it? After rook to d7, rook captures d7, yeah. That is just a mate. So yeah, and he can do that. So now I can take on b7, of course. Let's just do that. Now I have several options here actually. Which is the most forcing? Queen g4, check. If he moves his king, then there's going to be mate, so rook here. Alright, this is just going to be mate anyways. Let's do it. Problem solved. Okay. Cool. King captures f7. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 discoveries. We have knight here, 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 and here. Which one do we prefer and why? Because the reason for us to capture an f7 with our bishop must have been to actually have something along this file. And since we didn't play bishop captures f7 and it was pre-moved for us, king captures f7, then we assume we had a plan with that move. So if knight to e5, that cuts away the g6 square for black at least. So knight e5 check, double check, so the king has to move. If king to e6, then I have queen to g4 check. Then the king has to move to e7 probably. Yeah, e7 is the only move. It looks so good. And if I take on g5, yeah, well, okay, let's continue with knight e5. If king e7 right away, then knight to d5 check, and if king e8, then queen h5 check. But if knight captures g5 check, I think the king can move to g6 and probably almost be safe at h7 later on. Because after knight captures g5, king g6, I don't actually have a good follow-up move. So I'm going to go ahead and play knight e5 check. And queen g4. And knight here. And queen here is mate. Next one. King to e8. So I have given away my queen for 2 bishops. That is, well, for me, that would be just disastrous. I hate being a queen down. I don't know about you guys, but playing without your queen when there's not that much of material advantage, it really sucks. But hey, it happens to the best of us, right? Or the best of you. But king e8, what is going on? I don't have any particularly good checks. I could play something like rook a7. Threatening to go with rook g to g7 after that, and maybe mate him. I could consider bishop captures e5, queen captures e5, bishop c6 check, king to d8, rook d7 check, king c8, rook g to g7, queen a1 check, king e2, queen captures a3 is impossible, so queen, or is it? I don't have bishop to c6 in that line anyways. The rook can capture after bishop captures e5, queen captures e5, bishop c6. The rook can capture on c6. So that's why that line doesn't work. Thank you. I could play d4, and after one of the pawns capture, then I could capture it back with my bishop. If the, well, if d4, if c captures d4, then bishop to b4. If e captures d4, then I can play e5. And if it doesn't capture any of with any of his pawns, well, let's say he plays b5, then I'll simply take on e5, winning the rook on f6. So I'm going to do that. No, really? Okay, so let's try that again then. That seemed so good. Huh. Maybe rook 1 g6. Okay, I really don't see it. Let's just check. So rook a7 is the best move apparently. But why? It felt to me as if black could get away with some things here. Maybe not. So I was thinking this move, d4. But after e captures d4. And here. Is that so bad? Okay. It's not winning, that's for sure. Okay, rook to a7. So I feel like I'm Onishigiri's son or something. I'm just trying to find the draw move, the drawing move in the position. Rook captures f5. Okay. So I'm thinking queen to g6, pinning the rook to the queen. And the king can't really come and help out. So the best move would probably be to just capture on f7. Queen captures b1 and then capture on c7. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's continue. Queen to g7. So here I'm thinking rook captures f2 check, rook captures f2, and rook captures h2 check. Then if the king moves to g1 or f1, then I have queen captures f2. So he has to take on h2, and then I still take on f2 with check. And then the king has only one move, king h1. And then I have bishop to f3 mate. So let's do that. Problem solved. Good one. I think the previous one was actually way harder than this. Rook to a7. Huh. But I looked at rook a7, of course. That was one of the first things that I looked at in that position. But to me, it seemed as if it didn't win. But my move was even worse. So I'm not the one to say. Shit. Okay, next one. King to f3. What is happening with this position? Okay. So rook captures g3, check. Pawn captures g3, rook captures g3, checkmate. That is so bizarre. Alright, next one. King to f7. Now I can take on b7 with my bishop, but that doesn't seem that good. I can play rook f1 check. Which doesn't leave him much of a choice. He has to move his king to g6. Or play his queen to f6 or rook to f3, but no. So rook f1 is kind of a forcing move. But where's the follow-up? Because I ain't seen it. What about queen f4 check? Well, that's not good, is it? Rook. Okay, bishop captures b7. Rook captures b7. Rook f1. Check. That doesn't work either. Rook f1 check, king g6. And then bishop captures b7, rook, or queen captures b7, probably rook. No, probably, yeah, probably queen actually. And queen captures queen, and rook captures queen. And then nothing. Really just nothing. What the hell am I missing in this position? I just feel terrible right now. How is this possible? And I'm starting to get real tired as well. Queen f4 check. King e8. Excuse me. Rook f1 check. King g6. Queen e5, maybe. That seems good. Queen e5. And if bishop captures, pawn captures. Yeah, let's do that. It seems really good, at least. Really good. Problem solved. Okay. A bit tough to crack there, but I got it in the end. I think it's much easier to look at puzzles and know that you have the right move when there's something concrete in the position. But some tactical puzzles, like Rook A7, it might have been concrete, like winning the queen and threatening mate. But to me, that seemed not as good. And I like it when they actually show you why. And chess.com could actually have had an textual analysis of each puzzle as well. I know they do that in their chess mentor, which it was called before. But now I think it's just called drills or lessons, chess lessons. But they could have had it here too. But this was really just straightforward as soon as I found the right way to approach the position. Like rook f1, king g6, and after I found queen e5, then there was nothing stopping me and holding me back. King h8. And maybe many of you guys found it way earlier than I did. But that's the beauty of sitting and relaxing at home instead of focusing in on the puzzle, thinking that you have to solve this because you make a video, etc., etc. I don't know. Knight captures g6, check. Pawn captures g6. Queen captures g6. If the bishop moves, then there's mate on. Well, there's not mate on g7 actually. So the bishop has to move then. And then f7 maybe. But he has some scary looking moves as well, like rook e1 check. Okay, let's just take it with the queen instead. That's mate into should he capture. So queen captures g6, rook e1 check, rook captures e1, rook captures e1, king g2, and that stops everything. Okay, let's do that. Okay, problem solved. Okay, next b6. So queen e8 check, king d6, knight b5, checkmate. Seems like that. Okay, problem solved. Yeah. Next one. Bishop to e7. So should I just play king f2? King f2, rook captures e4, pawn captures e4. And I have a rook for a bishop, and I'm a pawn up. That should be sufficient. Should be. I don't see any good checks, and if I move my knight, the rook can get out. So let's go ahead and do this. Problem solved. But why do I get these like 1591 puzzles? It's rated 1591, and I think the last one too was rated like 1590 something. I know that I'm not doing as great as I should do, but still, I would like to have a little more into this. I probably jinxed it now. Now I get like 2,700 rated puzzles or something like that. H3. Okay, rook captures e6 check. If pawn captures on e6 and bishop to g6 is mate. So you can't capture the rook, and if he goes king to d7, let's say, then I have bishop to f5 check. I think everything wins there. All right, let's just go ahead and do that. Problem solved. It just stops there. So if he takes, I play my bishop to g6. That actually mates, because that unlocks the true potential of the rook on d1. All right, next one. Rook captures c5. Very interesting, yes. And I don't from Russia. I'm not a Russian, no? I could play something like bishop captures f3. The pawn would have to capture back. Or you could give a check on c8 or e8 though. Or even d8. No, d8 is not possible. So c8, rook c8 or queen e8. And king g7. Then he is made in the next move if he plays something like the other piece down to the E or C file, C8 or E8. So bishop captures f3, pawn captures f3. Queen f4. Queen f4, and then he has to guard that h2 square somehow. I don't see how he's going to do that, so let's go ahead. Really? Wow. Okay, so I jinxed it, apparently. Why? Well, it probably has a good why. But still, bishop captures f3, pawn captures f3, and queen f4. Just seems winning, doesn't it? So the rook can't capture on f3 due to checkmate in 2. Wow. Really? Rook captures g2, king captures g2, queen d2 check, king back to h1. I really don't see why bishop captures f3 is not a good move. Maybe it is that he isn't forced to actually capture there. Oh my god, yeah, rook c8 is a checkmate in 1, no 2, 3. So bishop captures f3, rook c8 check, king g7, or king h7, then queen to f6 is just... No, but yeah, if king h7, then queen captures f7. And king g7, then rook, queen f6 check. So this is why you shouldn't blitz out your games, your moves in longer tournament games, or any long game actually. So then the only alternative would be bishop to e6, maybe, or bishop to c6. Which one is better? I would say bishop to c6. But then again, this e6 push might be a bit nasty. But if I go here, he can take on b7. But then I take on c5. Okay. But after bishop e6, then rook to c7. Yeah, I need to guard this f7 pawn, so I'm going to go here then. Really? Okay, so here then? No? Now I really don't understand. What? Okay. That one looks promising. Goes there. What happens if this move though? Yeah, because the bishop still guards the f7 pawn, so I can play king h7. Wow. 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 Okay, next. That was terrible, actually. How did I miss that? Nice. So I can play rook c to e3. Seems good enough. But he can still probably move his bishop. What if I play something like f5? The bishop goes back, and then I don't know. I mean, I can take, then rook captures back, and then rook captures, queen captures, rook e3. Nah. Doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Sometimes I wish I were a calculator. Or Stockfish. Or the Alpha Pro. Either one of those would just be perfect. Because a rook c to e3, bishop back. Okay, so the bishop can't really move. If the bishop moves, then rook captures e7, rook captures c7, rook captures c7, queen captures c7, and then I have queen captures e7 at the end of that line. So let's do this then. It does work. Yes. So I'm just stupid. I can't really focus and teleport anything. Okay. So I should probably capture on e5. Capture takes. Knight to g6. Just wins on the spot. Let's go ahead and do that. Really? Then I will take. And once again, I could have played something like knight to g6 because I'm really doing those moves where you just grab the piece and hold it over the square. And whenever black chooses to play, then I just drop the piece. And I don't consider him playing another move than just capturing. So they're tricky there. Okay. Capturing my bishop or my queen. I vote for with my queen, because if I take with my bishop, then king to d1. Bishop captures a1, queen captures a1. The rook is on f5, first of all. And the second thing is that I just win the exchange. If I do it this way, I'll win the whole piece. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Knight to b6. What is going on here? Bishop f7 check. King f8. What if I play queen h5 first? Does that change anything? Queen h5, g6, bishop f7 check. Then if the king goes to f8, then queen h6 is mate. But what if he plays of queen h5, g6, bishop f7 check? What if he plays king d7? Then I have queen g4, which is mate. Yes, let's do that. So I have to get rid of this queen first because I need it to checkmate on h6. So that's the reason why I do this. Yeah, problem solved. Okay, nice one. Queen g5. Now where do I put my king? If I move to h2, then queen captures e5 is with check, so probably not. If we go to h1, then I can simply just go queen h4, queen g3, etc., etc. So my thought is king f2, but why is f2 better than f3 or f1, let's say? With f3, then there's a check on h5. If f2, then it's check on h4, so king f1 is the only square that doesn't give away a check. And if it takes without a check, then queen g6, king up here, and then I can queen. But that, yeah, okay, I can't queen that yet. Okay, I'm thinking queen f1, king f1 is the best move, because he can't really check me anymore. All right, problem solved. Interesting, very interesting position. Okay, nice one. Knight captures d4. Now I know I have queen h3. So should I play that or should I go for the knight? So queen h3, knight e2 check, king d2. He can't hold the position from that point. So if I go here, knight e2, I can even take the knight with my knight. How the hell is he going to survive that? Problem solved, yeah. Okay, king f5. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one, isn't it? So maybe I should just play a4. Because if I capture on g3, check, king to g4, knight captures h5, king captures h5, then king c4, king g5, king b5, king f6, king a6, king e6, or king e5, yeah, king e6, and then king back to b, e6, a4, and if now king to g7, then king to b7, and it isn't in time. So let me calculate that one more time. Knight g3, check, king g4, knight captures h5, king captures h5, king c4, king c4, king g5, king b5, king f5, or f6, doesn't matter, I believe. King a6. We can't really play his... Alright, what if he plays his pawns up? So after king captures h5, king c4, then a5, king b5, a4, king captures a4, king g5, king b5, king f6, king c6. All right, that just seems winning. Let's go here. No, we have to go to b6. There, then there. So king b7, king d6, a4, king c5, a5, and yeah, so here, here, and problem solved. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Queen to e4. I could play f2 right away. So f2, queen e8 check, king h7, queen captures f7, pawn captures g1, check. Pawn captures g1, check. And that should be winning, but what if he has something else? So f2, queen e8 check, king h7, queen back to e4, check. Then I have king g8. Alright, I'm going for that line. Thank you very much indeed. Next one. So we're getting closer to 2000 right now. That's nice. So rook d3 looks winning. So rook d3 check. If the queen goes to c3, we take it. Rook goes to b3, we mate it. Or him, or it. Yeah, it. And if rook d3, then king to b2, which is the only move. Then rook to b3 check. King to a2. King to a2, yeah. Then probably just rook captures b5 check. Okay, let's do that. Do I have something even cleaner? Something like check and checkmate. I don't see that. Now let's go here. So he goes there instead. Okay. Interesting. So I give a check here. Why? Why? Really, why? Okay, because there's one move more? I don't understand that. After that, taking king a1. I can do that. If the king moves up, I have queen a4 checkmate. Now, if the rook goes there, I have rook a3 checkmate. Oh yeah, he has a rook b to b2. Uh-huh. So that was his purpose all along. Okay. Silly. Silly, silly. Okay, next one. Rook to b7. Queen d8 looks like a mate in 2, isn't it? Queen d8, rook captures d8, rook captures d8, checkmate. Problem solved. That one is not rated 1807, for fuck's sake. No, sir. That is not rated 1807 at all. Rook to e4. b3, pawn captures b3, pawn captures b3, rook captures b3, rook captures e4. Okay, so that doesn't work. Tough position. I can't move my rook. And it seems as if the only move that actually works is h5, or maybe move my bishop to f8. I mean, I can play king d5 too, but it doesn't seem to help much. Okay, b3, pawn captures b3, pawn captures b3, rook captures b3. I don't see it. b3, pawn captures b3. No. Can I capture that rook first? So rook captures e4, pawn captures e4, and then just play f3. That looks promising. My king is, yeah, close enough. Okay, problem solved. Very interesting. Okay, next one. King to g1. There's too much going on here, but queen to b6 check. Knight to d4. Knight captures d4. Bishop e3. Knight to f3 check. Pawn captures f3. Queen captures e3 check. King g2. Queen f2 check. King h3. Which I don't see anything else. Let's just do that. And I think that it's more promising to take with this knight because I have a check afterwards. After the bishop moves here. Yeah. But maybe I should check here instead. No. Actually, why don't we just take it? Because if I give a check, he can take with his queen and then he's protecting the bishop. I think we'll do that. Problem solved. Okay. So why did I even think that he had to take back with his pawn on f3? Okay, next one. King e6. I'm going to try to do these faster now because I've really spent a lot of time on this video. But I want to get to 2000. King to e6. So he wants to get some action on the king. Rook on king action. So knight f4 check. If king here, then rook to d5 is checkmate. So the king has to move back. king has to move to e7, and then I can go knight g6 again. But I mean, I'm one pawn down, and I really want to win this game. If this was a tournament game, I'm a knight up, but a pawn down. I have two doubled pawns. Well, one doubled pawn. Because there's only one doubling. But okay, still. Knight f4 check. King e7. I don't see anything better. But I should have. Okay. Okay, so here. And here. I should have seen that coming. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to do this. Problem solved. Okay, next one. Rook to c8. Okay, problem solved. Bishop captures c8. So rook here seems really good. King has to protect it with either king to d8 or d7. If it goes to d8, then the bishop can't really move after that move either. So king d7, but then king to b6. And the king can move to d8, but then king to c6. So yeah, let's just do that. And he goes there. Really? I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna go here. Then I will go here. Sorry, mister. Okay, we reached 2000. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. It has been a really bumpy ride this session. Wow, I can't even manage to think about how many puzzles I didn't get right this time. And it wasn't that they were hard, it's just I'm stupid and tired. Both. And that combo, my friends, are not something you would want to welcome inside your own head. Yeah, it's just fun to solve these tactics, and I hope to see you guys again soon. So I've put up a schedule for when I'm gonna put out all my videos. So today is Monday. At Norwegian time, 18 hours, I'm gonna put up a tactical training. So this is why I'm gonna put it up right now, because now it's 18 o'clock or 6 o'clock. See you guys later. Okay, bye.